1, 2, 3. So, I've lost my train of thought. Let's just start killing these, see if it gets the quest on screen. Nope, I guess we just have to kill the leader and that's it. But yeah, for all my complaints here, it's just because I want it to be good. I want to like it. But the thing is, they're just immensely flawed. Ah, there's the guy I should kill. Ooh. Thank you. These lands should be cleansed. Okay, that's an instant cast, so I could use it as a tagging ability to deny, so people can nick it on me. Also, so I can nick it on them from a distance. So yeah, while I am coming off pretty negative and I'm a bit frustrated with it right now, it's because I want it to be good. I want them to do well. FF14, WoW. I want them all, Guild Wars. I want them all to be good. I want to like them. I want to be able to play them and be satisfied with them. But knowing that the story isn't being treated well, treated rightly, you know, I get it's a corporation and it's a business, but you can both monetize the thing and make money off it and not bastardize it every step of the way. You know? You can actually do a good job with it all the same. It may be more difficult, but it can be done. There's plenty of good writing out there, you know, where they manage to do both. It's a money-making endeavor, but still, they do a good job with it. You know? So, that's not an excuse. It may be a reason, but it's not an excuse. The reasoning being basically that they see it as nothing but a money-making endeavor and just don't care enough to do it well. So, sorry, there was a bit of background noise there, so my mind wandered. Basically, I think all these games. The reason why I'm so harsh on these games is I want them to do well. I want them to be good. I want to like them, and I'm just frustrated at. I'm just frustrated at them not being. No. Oh shit! I have to get 12 Scarlet Armbands. Fuck. I never did turn that in. I'll turn that in, then I'll double back. Came in here, but got caught up talking. You've done a good deed today, Optimus. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marl and Samuel find peace together in their final resting place.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
So, what am I saying? Basically, while I am coming off as very negative against this game, against the games, it's not because I dislike them. It's not because I hold them in contempt. It's because I want them to do well. I like the setting of WoW. I like whatever I know of the actual setting of FF14. The game at least has my interest. It looks cool. I've had fun playing it. You know, I want to know the actual story of it. Guild Wars 2 has had my interest before. I've forgotten about the game for ages and do somewhat kind of want to go back to play it a bit more. But the whole, you know, finding chests can only be unlocked with paid keys as they take up your inventory space is a little chafing. But yeah, I like the games. I want them to do well. I want them to be good. You know, actually like live up to what they could be. So it's just frustrating when they aren't. They don't. Hmm. First, there's a shit quest over there. Hmm. Okay, that's in common that we apparently don't understand. Then what the hell's the Scarlet speaking that we do understand? You know, these lands will be conquered. Is he speaking gutter speech? I think that should be just ignored as a. It shouldn't be acknowledged as a story thing. But yeah, I may be coming across as fiercely negative here, but the thing is, I actually do like the games. I do like them. I do think they're good, but they could be better. They could be better respected by the people who are um, making them. And it's frustrating that they aren't. Been hearing the bangs from next door clearer and clearer as time goes on. Don't know what's going on. But, yeah, my mind's after blanking. One, two, three. So, yeah, basically, I may be coming off as immensely negative against these, but simply because I think they could be better. I think they could be great games, but they just aren't getting that shot. They're getting hamstrung by bad writing there. Three more. They're getting hamstrung by bad writing. They're gouging the people that play them. It's sad to see, honestly. It's two of them. And a third one. The imp doesn't have much mana. Now I fucking instant respawn. Thank you for being an idiot. Don't know how you didn't see me or smell me, but sure. But yeah, basically I like the games. I think they're good games, but it just frustrates me that they don't do more with them, you know? So, yeah. It just, I feel like I kind of went on a Philippix there. So it's just, I want to clarify, it's not that I hate them, it's just I like them and think they could do better, you know? That, you know, if they showed more care or less greed, then these games could be great, you know? And it's sad that there's no MMO that I know of that is truly stand out. You may say, oh, FF14, like I said, terrible translations. It's inaccurate. They do their own thing sometimes. There's terrible translations. They do their own things at times. So it's excuse me. Hold on, 1 second. There's terrible translations there. They do their own thing at times. As far as I can tell, if you're playing the game, you're barely getting any of the actual story. You know, it's and then there's pay to win elements. There's greed. It's in like other ones. It's it's a terrible place to be. So, well, sorry, the industry is in a terrible place. The industry is in a terrible place, or the genre, I should say, is in a terrible place. So it's kind of frustrating. Hopefully, Ashes of Creation will be better, but who knows? I don't really have much hope. They all seem to have their issues. Those fools, they happily send themselves to their own graves. If only they listen to reason, eh, Optimus? Perhaps we could sit them down for reasonable discussion. For reasonable discourse. Like blinded fools. Reports from my superiors in Brill indicated an agent of Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathknell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. Do not further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send, Optimus. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you find. To emphasize the issues with the writing in WoW, and like the contradictions and whatnot. Rend Blackhand died in Classic, but Kata did a rejig of his quest where he dies. Well, Kata time. but that's completely non-canon. That event is non-canon. Anixia, you have a quest to kill her as Alliance, and you can kill her as Horde. Neither is canon. Both die to Anixia in either case. Anixia dies to Varian. Darth Maul North. That's cleared by the Horde. You, as an Alliance player going in there, you did not. You didn't. I suppose it makes sense given the clashing factions. It makes sense for oh, this faction did this, that faction did that. I suppose there's some sense in it, but at the same time, it feels weird to make particular dungeons in contested territory decidedly one way or the other. You know, Rage for a Chasm. Yeah, that's a Horde thing. Dead Mines Alliance. That's fair, but Dire Maul, it feels kind of weird. Or say during remember Legion with the Nightborn, going through all those dungeons for them, clearing out the enemies. You have to do it as part of your rep quests with them. And neither faction actually finished rep quests for the Nightborn. Horde did half the dungeons, Alliance did the other half, or one got one and the other got two. You know, it's kind of weird. So basically what I'm saying is you can play stuff in the game. You can do quests and then the devs will turn around and say, yeah, no, your character never did that. It makes it hard to care about the game when what you experience in the game at any moment, at any time, in any sense, can be declared non-canon. It's hard to care. It's flatly hard to care. But yeah, it's hard to care about the lore, it's hard to care about the story when at any moment what you've done in the game can be declared non-canon. That, oh, you did this huge long cool quest chain to... you did this quest chain to unmask Anixia and get the medallion so you could kill her? Yeah, well, yeah, your character never did that. Someone else did it. In a comic. Give us money to read it. But half of that is non-canon as well. I think some of the comic is non-canon. Yeah, they don't like just setting down a solid lore and working from there and growing from there. They like changing things, and rather than fleshing things out and growing and introducing new things in a natural way, yeah, no, we retcon this, retcon that, meh. Just, it makes it hard to care, and it's frustrating because I want to care. I like the world, I like the things I'm seeing in it. It just makes it hard. Dispense information as you deem necessary. Tyrosville Regional Command. Captain Melrose, Captain Facon, Captain Perrin. Directive by the order of High Lord. Captain Perrin, further fortify your position at Southwest Tower as designated. Additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, materials should be obtained from surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the undead in Brill. Captain Vachon, there appears to be an increased movement by the undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be dealt with quickly and decisively dealt with. Captain Melrose, there are concerns about the level of organization of the undead near the borders of the Plaguelands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in coming weeks. Gory, under the light. Why did he have it? If this is dispatched by the High Lord, why would he have it here? Okay. I don't know why this is glitching. Let's turn off these add-ons. No, that didn't get it. Fuck. My focus dwindled for a moment. But I think I made sense there. Basically, I like the games. I think they're good, but they could do better. And by not retconning things at a moment's notice, by it's doing better about all that. It'll be for the best. There we go. I'm just going to respond to this. So, BRB. Hey folks, and I'm back. I've just been running around like a lunatic. Let's make sure that ball's actually paused. 1, 2, and there is a funny guild name there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on someone called on them Zul Gin and Tonic. I love it. Like seriously, that's beautiful. Oh.
What would you ask?
How goes your mission, Optimus?
Beware the living.
Let's see what you've got. Some news of their exploits against us. Worthless scouting reports, new orders, continue build up camp near the ruined city. They never said that.
Our time will come.
Yeah, they never said that. What the hell? That another issue.
Beware the living.
Nothing that we didn't know already. What's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field commanders and agents. Wait. It's a staff? Do I need training to use staves? Fucking hell. These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand, in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal with decisive blow to Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Deathknell. Your services have been useful here in Deathknell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zygand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Deathknell. Soon after hitting Tarsville proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going. You'll pass Cold Heart Manor along the way. It still doesn't say what you said. And as far as I remember, this is unique among all the quests up here. And even with all my add-on fuckery, it's still on the screen. The SOD stuff. Whatever. But if I go down here, really wish I could mount up. Dude down here, the inn recommender person? This guy actually lies to you. Unlike the rest of them, this guy promises you a little chunk of cash. It's not much money, but at this level, it will be a nice little boon. It'll be basically, could be a silver, 3 silver. I can't remember what he promises. But he's lying. That doesn't happen. You don't get it. The person's like, why would I pay you? And so you come back here and you can fight the shit out of this guy. And he gives you a bit of that money.
Speak quickly.
Oh, he didn't promise money. Huh. Okay, it's been ages since I remember it. I thought they promised money, but you didn't get it. I completely misremembered this fucking quest. Or maybe it got changed at some point. Ah, fucking hell, I don't remember. But I remember you get to come back here and fight the guy. As far as I remember. I'm starting to question everything now. Hey, mate. Do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. Got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Rennie something or other. Don't really remember her. Don't really matter what. Don't really matter none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice cozy little place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. And it'll be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out. If you do, I'll pay you well.
Watch your
Sealed letter. So yeah, if you walk all the way back here, you can fight him, and he gives you a quest. Well, sorry, he doesn't give you a quest. He gives you a bit of money. It actually turns into an extra thing, unlike any other one. What have we here? Look, a fledgling warlock. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse, and whereas the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to the apothecary Johann in Brill. My god, these good old boys know how to take a hit. I don't actually have to kill any, I just need to steal some pumpkins. They aggroed the dude, so I'll leave it to them. Hope I made sense what everyone was saying earlier. My mind's kind of looping. Simply put, I like the games. I think they're good, or have the potential to be. Just there's either money grabbing, or bad translations, or just carelessness with the writing, forgetting characters, retcon upon retcon, selling effectively the game's Bible and then retconning it whenever they feel like. Not respecting what they've put down, what people have had to spend their money on. And yeah, I get it. You can write yourself into a corner. That's why you think it through. You do a lot of, head bashing to make sure you don't do that. And if you are running into a wall anyways, they would after so long, you broaden it. You bring the adventures from Azeroth to elsewhere. There is other worlds out there, maybe other planes. Introduce them. After a certain point, Azeroth would run out of adventures, effectively, is what I'm saying. So you simply bring it elsewhere. You go further. Um, and, see what else is out there. Yeah, those are marked as demons. I have no real commentary on them. There's They appear here in Classic and then like never again. I think in maybe Wrath a skeletal version turns up. In some game a skeletal version turns up. And maybe an elemental version. But that's it. Rattle Cage Soldier. Hmm. Is they're angled up right now? Maybe? No, they have their own issues. Okay, this is a bit frustrating. I'm not really sure why this is glitching. Um, okay, going by the minimap, I have to go this way. So yeah, I don't want it to come off as too negative against it, but it's just a bit frustrating to like you play a game, you get invested in the characters, you do a quest, and it's like, oh, that was cool, or it's just another notch in your character's belt, and then you get told that yeah, no, that didn't happen. The players on the other side did that, or maybe no players did that. Maybe it was the NPCs. You know. I remember someone describing saying that in FF14 you're the hero of the story. In WoW, it's the NPCs. I'm not sure if that's entirely fair, but the NPCs certainly do take center stage quite a lot.
What do you require?
Please make your acquaintance. To make you acquaintance, may I help you, friend?
Beware.
I'm listening.
There we go.
Do not seek death.
What are you looking for? Future task.
Our enemy is abound. Embrace
Huh.
the shadow.
You see his little portrait, the NPC's portrait on the quest bit. It changed between the guard portrait and the quest portrait. Got an extra little bit to the border. Scourge have trickled into Tarsville and have infested the area west of Brill, near the old bridge. Go there and beat back the rotting dead and ravaged corpses you find. Scatter their bones and bring back their putrid cores, and the death guards will reward you.
Trust no one. What would you ask of death? Our time.
Executor Zygand. I think you meet this guy in Kata. He gets you to sit up on a horse and give out quests. It does feel like the Kata revamp of stuff did try and put a much more humorous twist on things, and it just the toning may have been wrong. Like there was still a humorous thing to WoW, but it felt like it was trying to belabor it. Well, thinking back on it, maybe I'm biased in my recollections, but I don't think Johnny Sparkles or whatever it was called would have passed an older WoW. You know, so it does feel like they were like belaboring a humor more. So,
What is it?
Scarlet Crusade is encroaching on our homeland. The foolish Stouts do not realize that the loyal servants of Dark Lady shall see to their demise.
Remember.
Yes, what do you want? Yes, that's very good. Done well in obtaining this information, Optimus. Names of the officers in Telsful Glades. Imagine the blow we could deal to the morale of those bloody Zealots if we could kill their leaders in one swift strike. But yet, why would that guy have that dossier? He was none of those named leaders, and if he was the messenger, why was he down there? That place is a dead end. This is what I wanted to show you before this glitched out. So, look. Actually, still fucked. Okay, you're right. Hmm. Okay, I guess. Hmm. They put the names to the different fight NPCs. 1, 2, 3. Lost my train of thought. This issue is annoying me. I don't know what's bugging out. Hmm. Okay, I fixed that, but now this is glitching.
I am
It does not end.
beware the living.
But yeah, it does make sense for the guy to have it.
Embrace the shadow.
The documents Executor Aaron provided are just the break we needed in our battle with the wretched Scarlet Crusade. We now know their exact locations throughout Tersful Glades. But the Death Guard has larger concerns. The Lich King's army grows in number each night. We need someone with initiative, like yourself, to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me you are capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west to the tower, past the Soldin farmstead, and slay 10 Scarlet Warriors. Really, 2 silver something. Oh, also, we are not getting the money boost that you get in SOD, meaning we will. This is a, or that we had in SOD. This is a clearer thing of the
What
game
is it?
than what I had there. Work on delicate matters of horde intelligence would be best for both of us. You do not disturb me. Charge of the Dragonflights. Satisfied that the small world had been ordered and that their work was done, the Titans appeared to leave Azeroth. However, before they departed, they charged the greatest of the aspects of the world, greatest species of the world, with the task of watching over Kalimdor, lest any force should threaten its perfect tranquility. In that age there were many dragonflights, yet there were 5 flights that held dominion over their brethren. It was these 5 flights that the Titans chose to shepherd to the budding world. The greatest members of the Pantheon imbued a portion of their power upon each of the flight's leaders. These majestic dragons, as listed below, became known as the Great Aspects, or the Dragon Aspects. Amontu, the High Father of the Pantheon, bestowed a portion of his cosmic power upon the massive bronze dragon Nosdomu. The High Father empowered Nosdomu to guard time itself and police the ever-spanning pathways of fate and destiny. The stoic, honorable Nosdomu became known as the Timeless One. Eonar, the Titan patron of life, of all life, gave a portion of her power to Red Leviathan Alexstrasza. Ever after, Alexstrasza will be known as the Lifebinder, and she would work to safeguard all living creatures within the world. Due to supreme wisdom and limitless compassion for all living things, Alexstrasza was crowned the Dragon Queen, given dominion over her kind. Einar also blessed Alexstrasza's younger sister, the lit green dragon Ysera, with a portion of nature's influence. Sarah fell into an eternal trance, bound to the waking dream of creation. Known as the Dreamer, she would watch over the growing wilds of the world from her verdant realm, the Emerald Dream. Norgannon, the Titan Lorekeeper and Master Magician, granted the blue dragon Malgos a portion of his vast power. From then on, Malgos will be known as the Spellweaver, the guardian of magic and hidden arcanum. Khaz'goroth, the Titan Shaper and Forger of the world, bestowed some of his vast power upon the mighty Black Worm, Neltharion. The great-hearted Neltharion, known afterwards as the Earth Warder, was given dominion over the earth and the deep places of the world, embodied the strength of the world, and served as Alexstrasza's greatest supporter. Thus empowered, the 5 aspects were charged with the world's defense in the Titan's absence. With the dragons prepared to safeguard their creation, Titans left Azeroth behind forever. Unfortunately, it was only a matter of time before Sagaris learned of the newborn world's existence. Sorry for all the stuttering. An issue of mine. Probably help if I read it first and then read it to you, but the mass graves so west of Garen's Hunt to the north were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Teresful suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in the graves have so far been spared and undead, but the Scourge now send the Rothhide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold. Slay the Rothides at the mass grave and Garen's Hunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life.
I have exactly what you need.
Speak quickly.
Oh yes, you can learn first aid.
What's your
Inexpensive thing.
I'm listening.
Yes, yes, what is it? The Forsaken, they certainly do have huge appetites. Make yourself at home, yes, rest those weary bones. My name's Rennie, if you need anything at all.
Fast no.
Oh, that wonderful news. I've been waiting on word from my dear old mother in Deathknell. Such a saint. It's very chaotic music. Such a saint she is. I wonder how she's holding up. What? Too cheery? Not buying it, are you? Well, get lost then. It's really no business who the letter's from anyway. Go on, get lost. Come back when you've got some coin to spend, Wilfer. Next thing you know, you'll be coming back to rest after long days. Adventurer or some stupid thing like that. Hmm.
Embrace the shadow.
Hmm. Would be an improvement. Still an improvement. Just curious about something. Just seeing if there is a guild up. No. Need to get back to SOD. I've fallen way behind. Way behind. Wonder how viable it is to try and auction the bags. Yeah, act as a decoy. If I can run away hard enough, he'll leash. Nope, he just died. See? Okay, okay, give me a minute to rest now. You gone and beat me up good.
What is it? And you.
What? You want money? I don't owe you any money. Letter? What letter? Oh, you want to fight then? Alright, mate. Let's do this. I owe you any money.
Trust no one.
Burn him from the insides. Rot his guts. Hit him with a dark skull.
Hello. I'm listening.
So yeah, basically he promises to pay you, doesn't, and then tries to welch on it. So he beat the shit out of him. Incredible, what skill? Touch of easy prey, Optimus. Got me good, you did. Here's the coin I promised. Not as much as it said it would be, but that's on account of me lying to you in the first place.
Farewell.
Yeah, I swore he actually outright told you how much money he'll pay you, and then you only get a portion of it. But, meh. Next chunk of cash is an extra chunk of cash. Hmm. I think it would actually be prudent for me to head back to Brill. It will take me a little bit, but head back to Brill and get some training. I'll need to better a Shadow Bolt. Oh, here's Stitches. Gordo. Master wants weeds. Us got big hands and not good at picking. You'll help us, we not hurt you. We needs gloom weed. Many weeds around here in your road. When you have gloom weed, take to Master of Holland in Brill Graveyard. I need to get back to editing. I've stopped and started so much, it makes it take so long to get through a single session. Well, those were concerning sounds. Rupert Bach is his name. I hear that he's upstairs in one rooms at the Gal's End Tavern on northeast end of town. OCD's bugging me about something now. Not what I wanted to be distracted by.
Goodbye.
My head just blanking thinking about it. I'm just worried about something needing to be wiped. Like, is it okay? Is it not? Does it need to be wiped down, or is it fine? And if it did need to be wiped down, can I? The thing's kind of sensitive, so it's just like it's just kind of stressing me.
I am forsaken. Our time will come.
Substantial improvement, though slightly longer cast time.
I am forsaken.
I can get the Imp Blood Pact. It's pretty cheap.
Victory for Sylvanas. Remember, we should respect discipline.
Blood Pact is a useful ability. 2 extra stamina. Just gives you free health. Not much, but I think that was like an extra 20 hit points. Or is it an extra 5 per? I'm not sure. That's just raid frames. Um, How do I show my own hit bar? My own health? No, I have no idea. I read that before.
I am forsaken. Beware.
No interest in that. Enchanting is very expensive to try and level. It's not something you want to pick from a low level. It's something you want to pick.
What is it?
Um,
Embrace the shadow.
What is it?
it's something you want to pick earlier on. Sorry. Enchanting is not something you want to pick early on. It's something you want to pick later on in your questing. It's my God. It's like they're thumping inside my skull. Like this stomping they're doing next door. There's a apothecary here somewhere. But yeah, enchanting is not something you want to pick early on. It's something you want to pick later on. Oh, like when you're established and have money. Ugh, I'm gonna have to listen to a bit of that. So, yeah, there's, enchanting is not a cheap thing to train. It's not a cheap thing to um, to get good at. You need a lot of resources. You need to break down greens. So not only can you not sell them and make a bit of money, well, one green may not make an enchant. You need to break down a few, and then you have to find someone willing to pay for an enchant, rather than just vendoring the green or auctioning it. So no, not only can you not sell greens, but you're probably having to buy them or make them. There's a material cost, there's an expense there, and the opportunity cost. With other professions, you may have to buy materials, but you can at least sell greens that you don't need. Here, you don't get that opportunity. You have to break them down. You know, it's a it's a harsher thing. Like the others may still, like you're doing blacksmithing, you may still buy copper. You may buy copper. You're still buying material, but you can sell that green you don't need rather than breaking it down. So it is cutting off an income source, and it's just generally a pretty expensive thing to try and level. And it's hard to try and make money off it because you can't auction anything you make. You have to sell it in person, at least in pre-kata. One of the great changes Kata brought was the ability to sell enchants in the marketplace through vellum, through the enchanting paper. That was a great change. Wanted Magadai. A foul beast even by Null standards, Magadai has been sentenced to death for his crimes against Forsaken. This despicable villain has been stealing corpses for use by the Lich King's army. Magadai was last seen pillaging the lands near Garrett's Hunt to the north of Brill. The town of Brill hereby offers a reward to the capable soul who can carry out the execution. Show Executor Zygan the villain's paw once the deed is done. Mercy is for the weak. I am tempted in grabbing. I'm actually thinking of grabbing herbalism. For one of two reasons. Um I can gather herbs and either try and stock them up, because I'm thinking at some point of when I'm more established, dropping um herbalism for alchemy. I want to keep tailoring. Tailoring is going to be something I'm holding on to, but I want to actually have alchemy. Alchemy's done well for me on Goric, so it'll do well for me here. So I'm tempted in grabbing herbalism either to make money to get me established, or so I have a stock of herbs. So
I haven't got all day.
there we go.
What now?
So yeah, I may either store the herbs to sell later, to use later, or I sell them now for money now, so I can work on tailoring and get established there. Either or could work. Dead Guard Simmer sent word that you were going to provide me with some much needed reagents. We're able to gather 10 pumpkins yet, Octopus. You performed your bidding well, young warlock. You're proving yourself to be quite an asset to the Dark Lady's army. Almost pumpkins, right? Or so it would seem. If we're to defeat Artus' advances from the north and the human infestation from the south, we need to start realizing the full potential of our gift of undead. With a little ingenuity, a simple pumpkin becomes an agent for our Dark Lady. This pumpkin, laced with my latest formula, will prove to be quite a treat. Yet another Scarlet Zealot has been captured and being kept in the cellar of the Gallows End Tavern. Take this pumpkin to the fool. Lady Sylvanas has called upon the Royal Apothecary Society. The Dark Lady believes her knowledge, coupled with the newfound magic, will provide. The Dark Lady believes her knowledge, coupled with the newfound magic, provide the key to Artus's demise. She challenged us to concoct a new plague, a plague deadlier than any element on Azeroth. This new disease will bring Artus's Scourge army to ruin. My studies show that the blood of beasts might prove to be key. Bring to me 5 vials of Darkhound blood so I can test my theory. I don't feel right. My mind, my flesh, I'm rotting. Gonna shame he transformed back. Just from a, you know, well, logical standpoint. Stay away, foul unholy creature. May the light protect me. The Scarlet Crusade shall rid Azeroth of your... Oh, wait, is that food? I'm so hungry. By the lights, find me some food. Sweet, sweet pumpkin. Raise my brew and hope to be rid of the likes of you. Cheers, you know, good scoundrel, JP. Somehow they know my name. Well, their name. And when I do it, they'll say my name, so mine too. I can only presume we introduce ourselves.
Hello?
What is it? Victory.
Oh, yeah, no, the quest is just auto-complete. Alright. So we've got a ton of quests to do. I guess we'll... Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna double back and sell a few things, see if I can't buy a bag of an NPC. There it is, tail ring. I don't have any auction data. Right. Just forgetting what I was doing.
What do you require?
This still does better damage, but I would have to get training, and training costs a bit. So it's better just sold. It's 5 silver for the better bag.
Buy.
Part of me's tempted. I think I may stop for a mo. I think I may stop for a sec. So, I'll talk to you again soon, folks. Talk to you soon.